The opening scene of this narrative centers on Vanessa, a woman navigating the complex and often confusing landscape of her sexuality, and Crystal, whose role is one of guidance, understanding, and emotional support. The scene opens with Vanessa expressing concern over the emotional responses of her partner Steve, whose behavior during intimate moments has prompted questions and anxieties on her part. Vanessa's hesitation to discuss these matters highlights the often unspoken pressures that many LGBTQ-identifying individuals experience in heteronormative relationships, where the expectation to conform can overshadow personal self-discovery. Crystal immediately establishes herself as a confidant, listening attentively and providing reassurance that what Vanessa is experiencing is not abnormal, and that she has the right to explore her feelings without fear of judgment. This dynamic is crucial because it models a safe SFW representation of mentorship and supportive dialogue, reflecting a reality for many queer women who rely on trusted friends or community members to navigate moments of uncertainty. The dialogue between Crystal and Vanessa reveals multiple layers of emotional complexity. Vanessa initially hesitates to fully admit her confusion about her sexuality, demonstrating the internalized pressures and societal norms that often discourage candid self-reflection. Crystal's responses validate Vanessa's feelings, emphasizing that attraction to women is entirely normal and acceptable. This reassurance is essential in LGBTQ narratives because historically, media has frequently stigmatized same-gender attraction or treated it as something shameful. By framing Vanessa's self-discovery as a natural and positive process, the scene normalizes questioning and fluidity in sexual identity, which is a critical component of contemporary LGBTQ representation. As the scene unfolds, Vanessa begins to disclose her attraction toward Crystal herself, complicating her feelings and adding a layer of tension and intimacy to the conversation. Crystal, aware of the sensitivity of Vanessa's situation, navigates the conversation with empathy, ensuring that the discussion remains consensual, respectful, and non-exploitative. This is an important distinction for SFW analysis. Although the subtext involves attraction and desire, the scene maintains a focus on emotional honesty, communication, and personal growth rather than explicit sexual content, thereby modeling healthy exploration of same-gender attraction. One of the key elements of this scene is the way it depicts trust between women in a queer context. Vanessa's decision to share her inner thoughts with Crystal demonstrates the significance of having a supportive figure to help process new or confusing feelings. In LGBTQ culture, such confidants are often crucial in navigating societal pressures, particularly when coming out or questioning one's sexuality. The dialogue conveys that Vanessa's fears are acknowledged but not judged, reinforcing the idea that queer experiences are valid and worthy of respect. Additionally, the presence of Steve, though peripheral in the scene, serves to highlight the tension between public and private identities. Vanessa is in a relationship with a man, yet she is beginning to recognize her attraction to women. The scene addresses this nuanced reality by acknowledging the potential emotional complexity for all involved without resorting to sensationalism. Crystal's guidance encourages Vanessa to explore her feelings safely and thoughtfully, which is a model of ethical and SFW representation in LGBTQ narratives. The repeated reassurances from Crystal, such as telling Vanessa that it is okay to like women, and that she is beautiful, talented, and deserving of love, serve multiple purposes. They provide immediate comfort to Vanessa, affirming her worth and normalizing her emerging identity. Simultaneously, they function as a broader cultural commentary, illustrating how affirmation from others can significantly influence self-acceptance within marginalized communities. This moment aligns with LGBTQ cultural values that prioritize community support, mentorship, and affirmation as integral to personal development and emotional health. Another noteworthy aspect of the scene is its exploration of secrecy and discretion. Crystal reassures Vanessa that anything shared between them will remain confidential, emphasizing the importance of safe spaces for discussing sexuality. In LGBTQ history and culture, the ability to speak openly about one's identity, without fear of exposure or retaliation, has been a crucial concern. Many queer individuals have had to navigate secrecy and discretion for safety or social acceptance. By highlighting a context in which Vanessa can express herself without consequence, the scene normalizes private exploration and underscores the need for trusted allies in queer experiences. The progression of Vanessa's self-disclosure, from initial hesitation to confusion to the admission of her attraction toward Crystal, illustrates a realistic trajectory of questioning and self-awareness. This is significant because LGBTQ storytelling often simplifies or rushes the process of coming to terms with one's sexuality. By contrast, this scene presents a nuanced portrayal, showing that self-discovery is incremental, and emotional support plays a critical role in helping individuals navigate it. Crystal's responses, grounded in patience and affirmation, model a form of communication that encourages openness and introspection rather than judgment or pressure. The scene also touches on the concept of fluidity within sexual orientation. Vanessa's declaration that she loves Steve but is also attracted to women reflects a bisexual or pansexual understanding of desire, showing that sexual identity is not necessarily fixed or binary. This representation is particularly meaningful in LGBTQ media, as it provides visibility to experiences that are sometimes marginalized even within queer narratives. By presenting Vanessa's feelings as legitimate and natural, the scene fosters greater understanding and normalizes diverse expressions of attraction. Importantly, the emotional intimacy between Vanessa and Crystal is depicted without sexualization, reinforcing that queer relationships encompass more than physical desire. The dialogue centers on emotional honesty, vulnerability, and the acknowledgement of feelings, core aspects of human connection that resonate broadly, but are particularly significant for queer audiences who may have experienced shame, confusion, or societal disapproval regarding their attraction. The scene culminates with mutual expressions of care and appreciation as Crystal affirms Vanessa is beauty, worth, and special qualities, and Vanessa responds with trust and openness. This moment of emotional connection highlights the transformative potential of supportive relationships within LGBTQ culture, demonstrating how affirmation, empathy, and shared understanding can enable self-acceptance and clarity in sexual identity. By framing their interaction in a safe-for-work, emotionally rich context, the scene provides a model for thoughtful, responsible storytelling that celebrates queer identity without relying on explicit content. Furthermore, the dialogue underscores the value of mentorship and peer support in LGBTQ communities. Crystal's role is not only to reassure, but to help Vanessa navigate the ambiguity of her feelings, reflecting broader community practices where friends, allies, and mentors provide guidance and reassurance to individuals exploring their sexuality. This mirrors real-world experiences in which trusted figures can help reduce anxiety, normalize experiences, and offer frameworks for understanding complex emotions. Overall, this first scene functions as an effective introduction to themes of self-discovery, emotional honesty, and safe exploration of sexuality within a queer context. It portrays the process of recognizing and acknowledging same-gender attraction in a sensitive, realistic manner. By emphasizing communication, trust, and affirmation, it situates LGBTQ experiences within everyday human dynamics, highlighting how identity exploration is intertwined with relationships, mentorship, and community support. The narrative succeeds in connecting Vanessa's personal journey with broader cultural considerations, showing how safe spaces, trusted confidants, and empathetic dialogue are essential for understanding and accepting one's sexuality. The scene concludes with a clear emotional resolution. Vanessa feels supported and validated, and the bond between her and Crystal is strengthened by trust, understanding, and shared acknowledgement of feelings. In doing so, it reinforces LGBTQ cultural values that prioritize openness, empathy, and emotional authenticity. By navigating complex feelings without sensationalizing them, the scene presents a model for respectful SFW storytelling that celebrates queer identity, personal growth, and the transformative power of supportive relationships, all while highlighting the nuanced journey of self-discovery that is central to LGBTQ experiences. Through careful dialogue, emotional depth, and a focus on affirmation, the scene successfully portrays a queer narrative that is both relatable and educational, illustrating the importance of community, mentorship, and trust in helping individuals explore and embrace their sexuality in a safe and empowering way.